isn't an easy trip.
It isn't riding a merry-go-round horse at all. You're really thinking. I wouldn't recommend this as a first-time race. It's too hard, it's too rocky, it's too hot, it's too difficult. I wouldn't recommend this as a first-time race.
Like a great idea when I was back home having those fantasies of Roy Rogers and Gene Autry galloping across the plains. But this is the reality. Here the horses are, here I am, and now I'm supposed to get on one of these and ride 100 miles.
Come on, riders, get your burger. Burger is his specialty.
I don't know. This looks a little heavy for a pre-race meal.
We're cooking tons of them.
The horses that have to carry all these riders must be saying, can't you people have a salad?
All riders get burgered out. You guys better get to bed now because it's going to be a long 100-mile ride.
It won't be any hotter than this.
I had a heat stroke on one ride that was cooler than this one.
150 in the canyon?
There is pain involved in this, yes.
Calloused butts. These Sierra Nevada mountains, they're beautiful, but they're relentless in their challenge and unforgiving to the ill-prepared. The ill-prepared, that would be me. I've never done an endurance ride before, much less the Tevis Cup. But there are plenty of people here with lots of experience and advice.
If you get too hungry, or too thirsty, or too hot, you just have to overlook it.
You just got to get through it to finish it, you know?
Some people have suggested that pantyhose under my jeans.
Yeah?
Saddle bumps. Can you help me?
Boy, it's not very often a guy my size gets to say to a guy your size, I'm going to save your butt tomorrow.
Yes.
Here's a men's extra large.
Probably made extra large. Perfect.
Boyd, find somebody who knows what he's doing and just hang on to that person.
One thing I've learned from the old westerns, every successful cowboy has a sidekick with an interesting name, like Gabby or Froggy or Tonto. Well, I've got mine. It's Potato. Potato Richardson. How are you? Hi, Boyd. You've done this successfully 13 times, which means you ought to be able to get me through it.
Well, I can't, but I have a horse that can do it. His name is Chuck.
Let's meet Chuck. Now, will you try to take advantage of me knowing that I'm not a pro?
You bet. He's an Arabian. They're smart animals.
Like Chuck, most of the horses in the Tevis competition are Arabians. Endurance riders have learned that breed does the best in this event. And years of teeth-rattling rides across the rugged Sierra Nevadas have also taught them something about the right equipment. Potato, you're missing the front of the saddle here.
That's all you get, Boyd.
But I'm a Western guy. I want that big horn to grab on and keep me from going.
Yeah, I understand, but in this particular sport, going up and down these steep canyons, that horn will get in your way.
The object in endurance riding, of course, is to make it as light on the horse as possible. What's the ideal weight?
Right, Boyd. 75 kilos.
165 pounds.
Right.
I'm way over that, Potato. Time to load up the horses and get a preview of the trail. Your cellmate doesn't want to get in there. Oh, good. I've approached this ride like I did tests in school. Wait till the day before to start preparing. Doing this once is an adventure, but who would want to ride in the Tevis every year?
I worked as an engineer for 6 months. I didn't like it. My boss, his boss, his boss, they were slaves to the company. Not for me. I want to ride my horse. So let me out of here.
You couldn't pick a more beautiful setting for a race. You could, however, find an easier terrain. This test ride is my first close-up look at what I'll be facing on race day. Ah, these rocks are close, Potato. There's hardly a flat spot in the trail. It's an almost constant up and down over the mountains. Wow, these are some sharp turns. Look, in total, 19,000 feet of up and 21,000 feet of down.
It just drops off right here.
It's over rocks and crevices and switchbacks and water. All right, here's your challenge, Chuck. The swinging bridge. Don't look down. The route follows the Great Western States Trail, established by the pioneers and miners who settled Northern California. They came by mule and Mustang, on foot and wagon, driven by gold fever. Today, people train for this endurance ride by spending up to 2,000 miles a year on horseback. Potato confidently says he can teach me all I need to know in one afternoon.
Okay,
Nice little dust
we
here.
want to take them in here and get them some water, get their legs cooled down, and get them to drink a little bit. It's really important at this point because coming out of here, we got a long climb to the top. 43 switchback.
All right. Ooh. Gee, he wanted some water. And who can blame him? Use a little water myself. After getting just a taste of the Tevis trail dust, I was sure they had to offer some big prize to get people to enter the race. But the only trophies people can take home are saddle sores and a belt buckle, if they finish all 100 miles in 24 hours.
Once you get a buckle, you know you're hooked. You gotta keep going till you get that buckle.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it this year, so help me. If I have to take it off somebody out there in the middle of the night.
You've finished 2,000 miles.
Yes.
20 times you've completed this.
Yes.
The first time you entered, did you finish?
No. Oh, no, I trained a saddlebred horse around a golf course, and I bought a new pair of jeans so I'd look nice for the people, and I arrived at Robinson Flat with my legs bleeding and chafed, and the horse was lame, whose pulse wouldn't recover, and I was in tears. That was my first Tevis Cup experience. It was disaster.
Hello, Chuck. To try and avoid disaster, all the horses are given a thorough medical screening before the race. Does this mean participants' drug medication disclosure? Is that for the horse or me? The horse, okay. Thank you.
Weighing in at 243 pounds.
Please don't tell my horse that. Personally, I'm a little offended that they're more interested in the health of the horse than the rider. Check my heart rate right now. All right, we can do that. Hang on. You're the rider, I'm the rider. Have you been examined lately? There will be 9 more of these vet checks repeated throughout the race, and at the first sign of a problem, horse and rider will be pulled from the competition.
Respiration 24.
The Tevis is more about making sure your horse gets through it in good condition than finishing first. You get any complaints from, like, animal rights groups saying...
We had, when we first started, we had a few people complain about it, but then when they saw the amount of care that we took to get the horse through the course, the amount of time and effort that we put into getting the horse through and watching their welfare, that they had no complaints. They get the best feed, they get the best shoes, they get the best equipment.
What we're doing here is making a custom fitted Nike Air for a horse.
I'm doing acupressure work, which is going to balance the horse's energies.
Tevis is now like a supermarket for newfangled horse paraphernalia. But that's not how it started.
You're doing okay.
Originally, it was one horse, one rider, one day, a pail of hay, and a bucket of water.
Wendell Roby started the Tevis competition in 1955 on a bet over whether today's horses were as good as the ones used to help settle the West. Wendell and 4 friends survived the first ride, and with that, a tradition was born.
Chuck, tomorrow is the big day. With me.
The moment of truth is only a few short hours away. The race starts at 5 a.m.
Once it's ready, I'm ready.
Attention riders. 15 minutes to race time.
I'm a little excited here. Rush, rush, rush. Chuck, just don't do that when I get on you, buddy. Copy.
10 minutes, riders. Get your horses up here.
I guess we're running out of time.
Boy, no.
Okay, all we need is a rider here. Boyd,
Trying to hurry.
5 minutes to race time.
we have a good ride today. I guarantee it. Boyd,
All right, Potato.
let's go down the trail.
It's a traffic jam.
Adios, gentlemen.
The first few miles run in the dark had been like an adrenaline roundup. Riders fighting to hang on, horses straining at the bit. A couple of horses fell right in front of me. Sunrise is a welcome sight. It means I've survived the first test, and at least now I can see the trail. None of the horses or riders was hurt in the pre-dawn confusion. But by the time we reach Squaw Valley, one horse is already out of the race. All right, Squaw Valley floor.
Yeah.
Now we got to circle around and go up to the top of that mountain. So where are we?
We've come about 10 miles. We got another 90 to go.
90 more miles?
Yeah.
And how high we're going to get up there?
Over 8,000 feet.
By now, most people are starting to settle into a pace that is comfortable for them, which means the line of riders is getting strung out. And Potato and I are at the end of the line. In part, we're slowed down by my desire to take in the extraordinary scenery. Nice, Potato. Feel like we're on top of the world here.
We are.
Look at this view.
Isn't that great?
Spectacular. I feel like the theme of Bonanza should be playing through here. When we go over the top of Squaw, it becomes apparent we'll never see the front runners again. In fact, we can't see any other horses. The leaders are racing into Robinson Flat, the 35-mile marker. It's the first major vet check and a mandatory 1-hour rest stop. The atmosphere is charged, but to paraphrase the old adage, the race is not always to the swift. The first rider in is disqualified. In total, at this stop, 29 riders would be told their horses couldn't continue.
Good luck, Chris.
Hours would pass, and all the riders would be long gone before Potato and I would see Robinson Flat.
Now we're coming into probably the worst bog on the trip. So I'm gonna try and keep an eye on you there, bearing in mind that survival is my first instinct.
There may be no one left on the trail to witness our exploits, but I'm carrying a small video camera to make sure our adventures are documented. Easy over that big rock. It only adds to the thrill to try and hold the reins and the camera at the same time. As you can see, this is a challenge. I don't believe the pioneers ever came over this. Oh, man, we got a hill to climb here.
Boys getting in the saddle, come up over Cougar Rock.
Whoa, and I'm right back out of the saddle when my stirrup breaks. Despite a few mishaps, we think we have the race under control. But unbeknownst to us, the rumors are starting to fly.
We just found out that after Cougar Rock, Potato's horse came up lame.
So at this point, we don't know where Boyd is, what he's doing.
Easy.
Hopefully his horse will be good and he'll continue on for the ride.
Are you all right? You made it. Congratulations.
With only one minor problem. This time, both stirrups came off.
Last we heard, they were going to Red Star Ridge, and from there, I don't know what they were going to do. They were going to keep going anyway.
Well, this is a fine mess you've gotten us into. Look down here. And nobody that way. There isn't anybody that way. Actually, no one is even looking for us. They're all at Michigan Bluff, getting ready to welcome riders to the 60-mile marker.
162 coming into Michigan Bluff.
I'm gonna see if she wants to break out of her tank over here. She likes to roll.
How about the hot 99 down at the bottom of the canyon? Down here. Yep. I did all the way down on foot, and I made it halfway up on foot, and I was about to spit a lung out.
By Michigan Bluff, a small group of riders is well out front, and leading the pack is Erin McChesney, who looks and sounds cool and calm. She isn't even sweating, despite the extreme conditions.
My motto is don't just dream it, do it. I've had that written up on the wall for about 10 years, and it kind of keeps me going. Little childhood dreams you stick in your pocket and take them with you.
We got 2.5 minutes. It's come to this.
Power bar and soda pop.
We split the last power bar. Here's my half. The horses, at least, have gotten their saddles off. We've been out 12 hours by now. The horses have to have a break.
Aaron McChesney, number 162, first place out of Michigan Bluff. Good luck, Katie. Good luck, good luck.
Aaron, who won the Tevis 5 years earlier, is back in the saddle. Potato and I decide to press on at a slower pace. When we find this little camera, it'll be our record, our last record. We want to record what happened to us on the trail. It's out here in this country where the Donner Party disappeared, you know.
Wasn't far away.
Yeah, where they were forced to indulge in a little cannibalism. Fortunately, we have a couple of horses with us. We aren't the only ones on foot at this stage. A lot of riders walk or run sections of the trail to give the horses a break. There's nothing in the rules that says you have to stay in the saddle.
Work it, work it. Jeez, I'm pushing this horse, Potato. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Shake his tail like a pump. Pump him like a water pump. Let's get him going. Break him up.
While we're stuck in a canyon, the leaders are riding through Forest Hill.
Yes, come on, come on.
Coming out of Forest Hill, Aaron McChesney has slipped to second place.
The first two were women.
In the first few years of the Tevis, all the riders were men. Today, more than 2/3 are women.
Did you make it to the finish?
After Forest Hill, there are 33 miles to go. Here the temptation is to speed up and get it over with. Potato says don't. For the sake of your horse, maintain the same pace. Which means the two of us will have plenty of time to find out everything there is to know about each other.
I want to know how you got the name Potato.
Well, actually, I think my brother Cabbage gave it to me. And he says, no, it was Onion, because Onion went home when I was born, so I had to be Cabbage.
You're making this up.
No, I'm not. Actually, it's my middle name.
It is your real name.
All the boys were named Vegetables, and the girls were named Flowers.
So what are the brothers' names?
Well, there's Onion, and Cabbage, Rutabaga, me, and then Carrot.
It'd been great if the family's last name had been Salad.
Well, my dad's name was Stu, actually.
Then, with fatigue setting in and concentration getting difficult, the sun goes down. Now the trail seems like a shadowy illusion.
It's really scary. It's really frightening riding in the dark. You can't see where you're going, so you have to kind of trust your horse.
I mean, really, what's the point of riding when it's so dark you can't see the trail and the trail's dangerous?
Just a challenge. It's part of the challenge. Adds to the excitement. No, that's the mountain lions. You hear them a lot here, too. I'm telling you, at night, the noises you hear are incredible.
Even near the end, you can get in way over your head if your horse slips while you're fording the American River. Finally, at 10:38 p.m., Aaron McChesney is the first rider across the finish line.
I just rode my own ride, and if somebody had a ride that was faster than that, they were welcome to it. Because I just want my horse to come across the finish line looking like $1 million. I could care less how long it took me to get here.
Great job, Aaron. Thank you.
But you never know. I have some good horses behind me, and I know they're back there.
And some of those riders will still be out there more than 6 hours later. I can just close my eyes. I would almost fall asleep in the saddle at this point.
I've done it. It's kind of frightening when you wake up with a jiggle of a horse ironing.
Almost half the 193 riders this year would fail to finish. Potato and I among them. I'm not kidding. I'm actually falling asleep in the saddle at this point. I hope the horses can get us back to the barn. We were awake for the awards banquet the next day.
I think there should be an award for the person who spent the most time in the saddle and covered the least distance, don't you?
My pleas fall on deaf ears. They stick with tradition, giving buckles only to the finishers. Finally, the big announcement. Both first place and the most important prize in the Tevis, the Hagen Cup, awarded to the horse that finishes in the best condition, go to Aaron McChesney. Afterwards, some of us obviously feel like we've been rode hard and put up wet. But more than that, it feels like Saturday mornings with Roy Rogers all over again. There is a sense that for 24 hours, the legend of the American West was alive, and we were a part of it.